on, everybody? What is going on? It is your boy Darion coming to y'all live with another video. It is the Spotlight Sports Talk. Shout out to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. And this is your first time ever being at our YouTube page, I would suggest that you subscribe, hit that bell button, and help us get to 100 likes on this video. That is the goal here. But make sure y'all hit that bell button and that notification bell to get you all the latest news in all sports. But we're here with another 76ers video, and we are here with a good 76ers video, because I know y'all saw in my last couple videos that I called out Joel Embiid, well, calling himself the best player in the world. But this is just not about Embiid in his actual video. This video is going to be about the 76ers as a whole, getting the win over the Atlanta Hawks 129 to 112. Now, Joel Embiid did sink a three-pointer for a career high of 49 points and flashed a big smile as he cupped the air just like this, like everybody, or told everybody to do this. And the crowd was screaming louder and louder as they danced to this win against the Atlanta Hawks. When the big man is having fun, it is almost impossible for Embiid to be stopped. Now, I have to say, Embiid also grabbed 14 rebounds, and you had Tobias had 25 points, and the 76ers beat the Atlanta Hawks 129 to 112 Monday night. Now, missing the All-Star Ben Simmons for a second, I have to say, for the second time in these games with a back injury, I have to say this, is that the Sixers mixed up the starting lineup a little bit, and you got 15 points out of for Kormaz as a reserve role. Now, Embiid carried them, though. Embiid definitely carried us into this win. Now, what Embiid said, that he said before at the All-Star break, that he was going to be a different type of player and be more aggressive. Embiid said, he said that he was going to get back to having fun, and having fun comes with different forms. And he don't have to always be smiling or laughing just for him to have fun and dominate in a game. Now, the Sixers did consistently go to Embiid and moved into the position for home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. Now, pulled within a half game behind Miami for fourth place in the Eastern Conference following the Heat's overtime loss to Cleveland last night. Now, with the news of Big Ben, it has come out to say that the Sixers coach Brett Brown said when he comes with the activity and the mentality and in the energy, the stats work, and they're going to win a lot of games. That's according to Brett Brown. Y'all know I'm not really a big fan of Brett Brown, in my personal opinion. So Harris praised Embiid for the dominance. He added he could do every single thing. If he do this every single night, if he wanted to. That's what we want. We want you to do this every single night because it gives us a better chance to win games, especially on the road. If you give us this type of effort on the road, I would love to see us win more games on the road. If you just give us that type of effort, you was unstoppable. They could not stop you down low at all. Sometimes, yes, you took some unnecessary shots that shouldn't have been took, but it's understandable. It's part of the game. So Trae Young did lead Atlanta with 28 points despite missing 9 of 11 from the three-point line. And DeAndre Hunter added 22, and John Collins had 21 for the Atlanta Hawks. Now, after trailing in the first half, the Hawks was outscored 23-9 in the starting the third quarter, and they closed out the period on an 8-0 run, and it took a 92-91 lead in the fourth when Trae Young nailed the three at the end of the third quarter. Now the Sixers went way up to the fourth consecutive free throws by Embiid, and then Harris sank a three-pointer to extend the lead to 105-98. Now Embiid dunk in a 19-footer put the Philadelphia 76ers up by 15 with 3:08 left in the All-Star Center. Said he heard MVP by the crowd, and I thought the crowd was very intrigued. The crowd was very into this game. Usually this crowd is very quiet here in Philadelphia. It felt like the old 76ers with AI was here. The crowd was just definitely in it. And when he went to the foul line in the final minutes, Embiid made 14 of 15 free throws and 17 of 24 from the floor, and he hit a three-pointer in the final minute to set his personal best, and his previous high was 46 against the Lakers back on November 15th in 2017. Now, our guys looked brilliant in the third quarter and competed to take the lead. That's what the Hawks coach Lloyd Pierce says, but obviously Joel Embiid was a handful. Simmons played 5 minutes in the loss to Milwaukee on Saturday before exiting, and he had tests on Sunday with further needs of evaluation. Now, Brown wouldn't speculate on the extent of the injury, but how long Simmons will be on the sideline, it appears the teams are preparing to play without him for a while. Now, the best player in the world segment. Embiid definitely backtracked of somewhat calling himself the best player in the world and following excellent performance on last Thursday in Brooklyn. Now, what I said was at the All-Star game, the fourth quarter, that I was out there with some of the best players in the world, and I am out here just dominating and being unstoppable, just doing what I want, especially in the post. So I felt that I had the chance to deserve to be called in that conversation. That's what Embiid said in the quote. If he play every night like that, I'll play every night like it. But he needs to play like that every night, every single night, y'all. It definitely needs to play like that. You just gotta keep doing it. And I know that some people might not believe it according to what Embiid said, but he gotta prove it. He gotta win, and his goal is to win a championship, and that's how you're going to prove it from there. So, with that being said, the Hawks snap a 2-game winning streak, and they end up losing to us and the Sixers, and won 3 in a row in the season against us, where they was not playing. We were not playing well against the Hawks on a lot of times. But Young, who he entered the game averaging 30 points per game, and only had 10 in the first half. Young had 39 points and 18 assists in the victory over the 76ers back on January 30th. Pierce was on assistant for 5 seasons under Brown in Philadelphia before going to Atlanta last year. Now, the 76ers' Al Horford was back in the starting lineup after coming off the bench in the last 3 games. The 6'9" Horford started 835 games since his rookie season in 2017 before Brown took him out of the starting lineup on February 11th. Well, Shake Milton started at point guard for Simmons, and the shooting guard Josh Richardson also played a point. So now the Sixers will visit Cleveland on Wednesday, seeking a seeking to sweep a 4-game series. Now, I gotta say, as I look at the quarters on the top of the scoreboard, as I look at it, is that we outscored the majority of the game. We outscored the majority of the game. In the first quarter, we had 41 points in the first quarter. And then we was tied at 28 in the second. That's when they started to make their comeback. And then they had 40 in the third quarter, knowing that they went on that 8-0 run, and it definitely killed us for them coming back and end up taking the lead in the third quarter. And then we outscored them by 18 in the fourth when Embiid just dominantly took over. It just was nothing there that the Hawks can do to stop them. John Collins ended up dunking on Embiid dunking on John Collins, and it was just a good look overall for the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, Shake Milton came out playing very aggressive. He was pushing the pace. And now I really do like the fact when he's in the game, and especially if Ben Simmons is going to be out, Shake Milton needs to be the starting point guard. You should not change anything. Until Ben Simmons come back. Shake Milton could push it up the floor. Alex Burks came in and did well. Then Glenn Robinson came in and did well. A lot of players came off the bench and did well today, but Embiid was the star of the night. He was the star of the night with 49 points and 14 rebounds, but you got to give it up for Shake Milton and Josh Richardson and them boys. Even Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris had a great game too, and I love the fact what Tobias Harris did. He was pretty aggressive as well, and I want to go into the box score as well because I do feel like the Sixers did really well tonight, and of course they're going to do really well tonight because we know that how good they are at home. I just want to see this when we go away as well, especially when we play in Cleveland on Wednesday night. Now, I do want to go to the box score. That Al Horford, you got to score a little bit more. Understanding that you was down on the block, and that's what you're known for. You're known for down on the block. But 7 points is not going to give it enough. I mean, you was plus 19, but that's cool. But 7 points, you got to get in double figures if you're going to be a dominant big man in this league. Tobias Harris had 25 points. 25 points. He was 9 of 18, 4 for 6 for the 3-point line, and he had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 25 points. You can't ask no more of Tobias Harris. It was a good bounce back game for him as well. And then you had Joel Embiid, of course. Joel Embiid played 36 minutes, 17 to 24 from the field, and then he was 14 to 15 from the free throw line with 14 rebounds, 3 assists, and 49 points as a career high for Joel Embiid. And then you had Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson got into double figures as well. When he played 39 minutes, and he was 4 for 12 from the field. He had 1 for 3 from the three-point line, but he did have 6 rebounds and 13 points. Can't really be mad at that, but I think he needs to get a little bit going at the or the field goal percentage. You did have Kormaz. Kormaz played 31 minutes. He was 3 for 8 for the field. He was 3 for 7 for the three-point line, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, and he had 15 points. Now, I do like with Shake Milton. Milton didn't really have that much. He had 7 points, and he played 26 minutes, but he dished out 6 assists. Now, if he could get that assist number really high, I think that with Ben Simmons being out, he could push the tempo and help us get out on the fast breaks for the Philadelphia 76ers. That's just my personal opinion. Now, with this win and shutting down, we really didn't shut down Trae Young, but Trae Young did have a good game. Don't get me wrong. He still had 28 points. He still had 10 assists. But when you had John Collins and Hunter and Fernando all having 10 points, all having double figures, and you still lose the game, that means dominantly Joel Embiid was just a guy. He was just a guy, and he backed up what he said to saying that he's the best player in the world, but you still have to earn that from me. Now, I called you out on the last one. Embiid, and I have to say, I called you out, and you played the way you played. Simple as that. But at the end of the day, we have to see it on the road from now on, knowing that we're a half game back from Miami to get that 4th spot. Let's try to move up in the rankings. It's really going to be tough to move up in this Eastern Conference. But at the end of the day, y'all, the Sixers got the win. And we play on Wednesday against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Embiid has a career night at home, and we get the win 129 to 112. Let me know what you think about this video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think about this video. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It is the Spotlight Sports Talk, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.